my name's Doug Lewis, and I teach the brass instruments here at Highvale Primary School. That's trumpet and trombone and euphonium, and I teach some other ones as well. I studied music and instrumental music teaching at the University of Melbourne, and today I'm going to show you a bit about how the brass instruments work and how to play them in case you'd like to learn one of them. This instrument is the trombone. Like all the brass instruments, you make a sound on the trombone, first of all by buzzing your lips like this. And you can do that through a mouthpiece. And you can make high sounds and low sounds like that. And then you do that through the whole trombone to get a nice trombone sound. As well as changing your lips for those different sounds, the trombone also has this slide, which lets you change notes as well. So if we have the slide all the way in, we get a higher sound. If we go out, we get a lower sound. Because it's got the slide, trombone can also do this really cool effect called a gliss. The trombone gets to play lots of different roles in ensembles. In concert bands, it gets to play melody lines and accompanying lines sometimes, but it also often plays the bass line, which sort of provides the foundation for the rest of the band. So it's a really important part there. And then trombone gets to play in lots of different types of ensembles. Concert bands like we have here at Highvale, but it's also really important for jazz ensembles and jazz bands, and it also plays really important parts in the orchestra too. The trombone is an interesting instrument because it has the slide, first of all, so we get to go make that gliss sound like I did before. But the trombone's actually also one of the oldest brass instruments that we still use. This instrument is the trumpet. Trumpet is the highest pitched of the brass instruments. Like the other brass instruments though, you make a sound first of all by buzzing your lips, then doing that through a mouthpiece. And you can do high and low sounds on that mouthpiece or on the trumpet. And then you put the mouthpiece in the trumpet and you can get a nice trumpet sound like this. As well as changing notes with your lips, you also change notes with these valves, which lets you play different notes like this. Trumpets get to do some cool effects with mutes, like this one, and you can make a sound like this. Because the trumpet's a higher sounding instrument, it gets to play a lot of the melody lines a lot of the time, but it'll also play other parts in ensembles as well. And it's a really important part of pretty much all those ensembles. And you'll definitely hear it at Highvale in our concert bands, but it also gets to play in jazz groups and orchestras and lots of other types of ensembles as well. The trumpet's a great instrument to learn to play because it's a really versatile instrument. It gets to play in all these different types of groups and lots of different types of music. This instrument is the euphonium, or UFO. Like the other brass instruments, you can make a sound on it by buzzing your lips like this. Then you can do that through a mouthpiece. And you can do high and low sounds on that. And then you can put that into the UFO to get a nice UFO sound like this. As well as changing your lips to change notes, you can also change these valves, which makes the notes go higher and lower. And the UFO can do some cool effects with mutes and things like other brass instruments, but it also often gets to play these really fast lines like this. The The euphonium is a really important instrument in ensembles. It often plays the bass line, the foundation for the rest of the band, but it also often gets to play the melody line too. And it mostly plays in concert bands and brass bands, but you sometimes get to hear it in other groups like orchestras or jazz bands as well. The euphonium is actually my main instrument. I really love playing it because it has such a really good sound. In fact, that's what its name means. It comes from a Greek word meaning beautiful sound. I've shown you the main brass instruments we do here at Highvale, but there are a few other ones I wanted to mention too. There's the instrument called the cornet. It's a lot like a trumpet, just has a slightly different sound and it's mostly used in brass bands. There's also this one. This one is a French horn. It's a super important instrument in lots of ensembles. It can be a little bit trickier to start on, but still a great instrument to learn. It's got lots of curls, and then you actually play it with one hand in the bell like this. There's also this one. This instrument is called a baritone. It's pretty much the same idea as a euphonium, but it's just a little bit smaller and lighter, but it plays in the same way. Finally, there is this one. This instrument is called the tuba. It's the biggest and lowest of the brass instruments. Because of that, it plays a really important role in lots and lots of ensembles. It plays that really important bass line. So that's the different brass instruments we have. If you're interested in learning, these ones I've shown you today are all made from metal, but you can get plastic ones as well. They're a bit lighter, a bit less expensive, but they still have a really good sound for a younger beginner player. So if you're a younger person thinking about learning one of these, that might be the way to go.